Lip service.
All right, okay. What's up? It is time for another lip service. First of all, I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm L'Oreal.
And I just want to say we are doing our first ever live lip service. It's going down November 28th at Highline Ballroom. So if you don't live in New York, make sure you come and get tickets. If you do live in New York, I saw a breakdown of where we have most of our listeners. And guess where the number one place is?
Where?
If you had to guess, what would you think?
New York.
Oh, look. New York, but what part in New York?
The Bronx.
Brooklyn.
Definitely Brooklyn is number one.
Hey! I said the Bronx. I don't know. It was the first place I thought of. People in the Bronx ain't got no Wi-Fi, man.
Wait, hold on. Everybody got a Millie Rock for Brooklyn real quick. Steph.
Nah, my Millie Rock. My shit is weak.
Millie Rock.
Shout out to Brooklyn. And guess what's number 2 on the list? Y'all would never guess.
What?
Houston, Texas.
Shout out to Houston.
Shout out to Houston.
The hurricane. They had nothing else to listen to.
No. Don't say that.
That was so inappropriate.
Shout out to Houston.
We love you in Houston. And number 3 was the Bronx, okay?
Houston.
Make America trill again.
Number 3 was the Bronx.
Oh, they do have Wi-Fi in the Bronx.
New York is number 4. Chicago's number 5. Atlanta's number
Shout
6.
out.
Philly is number 7.
Hey.
And number 8 is LA. I just wanted y'all to know these numbers so
That's
you know.
lit.
And, you know, but it's like where all of us are from is on this list. That's
really dope.
So I think that's pretty awesome. Now, Saleem, let's talk to you because Gigi, you're a friend of Gigi's.
Very good.
You're from Philly.
Yes.
All right.
Philly.
West Philly.
In West Philadelphia,
Hey.
born and raised.
But Gigi was very, she told us a lot of things about you, so I got to figure out what we're going to get into today. But you do have a book out.
Yes, it just came out last Tuesday. It's called Fatally Flawless. And I'm super excited about it. It took me 10 years to finish this.
Damn. So what's this Fatally Flawless about?
Fatally Flawless is about a group of girls in Philly. They are seniors in high school at Overbrook High School, Will Smith's alma mater, legendary high school in Philly. And it's set in the late 90s, like between like 97, 98. And, you know, it's like Clueless meets Belly. So it's like you have these group of...
Those are my 2 favorite movies, though.
So you have like this whole teenage girl thing. Like Maya Campbell's the lead girl. She's like this super bitch. She's like every light-skinned girl, every evil light-skinned girl on steroids. Her parents are both lawyers. And she ends up dating the biggest drug dealer from North Philly, Carmelo Black. And her girlfriends are each dating drug dealers, and they just get caught up in a life, like feds, holding drugs, abusive boyfriends. It's a cautionary tale.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot wait to read it.
That's
We doing a
dope.
movie or what's happening?
I filmed the movie 2 years ago with some private
shit.
investors. I get busy. Y'all,
I see.
This is the beginning. Like, y'all about to see me all the time.
Hey.
Well, and how do you and
man.
Gigi know each other?
Cause Gigi is just everything in Philly. Like, y'all don't understand. Like,
No, I've been to Philly with Gigi now.
Gigi is like the queen bee of Philly, and I had a boutique at the time called Belargo. It was real popular. Meek Mills wore it, P&B Rock.
Everybody in Philly wore Belargo
Lil Uzi.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
And counting.
We've had a lot of big artists. And she came into the store with Charlie Baltimore's daughter, Siani, who worked for me, and we just, I just fell in
Her
love
daughter,
with
that's
her.
the model.
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright,
and we
that's
clicked,
cute.
and I supported the brand, and we became friends, and
she
seeing
could
each
get
other
me in the
the
strip club for free. Like, I'll be like, texting, like, I'm living in vanity. Gigi, she'd be like, how many people with you?
Yeah.
Same with Magic City when you
Right.
in Atlanta. Cause you know
Listen,
they
I was
charge-
VIP in Magic City because of
Listen.
Gigi. Okay, I walk in, they stop the music, announce that I'm there.
Right. They don't play.
She's the queen of the, she got her haters, though. There's a few people I ain't gonna say.
Why who was hating on
Of course.
Gigi?
It's some rivals that want to be rivals.
Don't tell me people hating on Gigi. I pull up.
Pull up, Stephanie. We're gonna pull up.
I'm out.
I had never met anybody who had nerve to hate on Gigi.
It goes down.
Yeah, it does.
It goes down.
Especially in Philly. You know, Philly is the land of the crab in the barrel ass bitches, you know. And especially when I had my position at Vanity, I was in a position of power. And, you know,
Right.
other females get intimidated when you are in a position of power.
And
So-
she checked them. Like, Gigi was really like Ronnie from Players Club. She would have a meeting like, y'all is not going to be fucking the guys in the room. Y'all not going to be coming in here smelling like this. Y'all, you're going to have your hair done like this.
You gotta use what you
And they
got
would be
to
mad.
get
They
what
would
you
be like,
want.
Who Gigi thinks she is. They would be, talking
Yes,
about
they-
it behind her
yes,
back.
they
but
would.
she was running shit.
All right, now Saleem, let's talk about you a little bit.
Yeah, Miss Yee, what's up?
All right, because I'm gonna tell you how this was. All right, so we know you're an author, and congratulations on the book and also the movie because that's a huge deal. and understood. And Gigi was like, everybody know him. He's, you know, one of the top people, the clothing store, all of that.
She talks so highly of
I'm
you.
hood famous in Philly. Like, I definitely, in Philly, I'm a big deal.
Now, but she also said you have a lot of information for us.
I've been in the industry for a long time. I've seen some shit happen.
All right, now when you say see some shit,
I've been, you know, my friend is a major stylist, and he works with a lot of big name rappers and R&B singers, and I've lived in LA for 2 years, and I've seen, you know, I've been at some industry parties where you would be like, oh, when they get drunk, they getting loose.
like down low parties.
I've seen guys go from yo to, after a few shots, yo.
Wow.
Some of our favorite rappers and
Are you kidding me?
R&B
Like
singers.
currently some of our favorite rappers, because I hear rumors about people, but I don't be knowing like.
It's a few current and a few has-beens, a few people that was probably had like 1 or 2 songs. It's like you get up on these guys and you start seeing shit.
So what are some indications for us as women to let us know that a guy might be down low? Because sometimes we have our suspicions. Like,
just if he's leaving with his friends too many times at the club, like if a nigga is not leaving with you and they keep saying, yo, I'm going with my friends, I'm rolling with my friends, they're fucking. Like, I don't care what nobody say. If a nigga is
what
not
if they just going to smoke? They can't just be going to smoke.
if it's every
Smoke in the
time,
club.
if it's every time when guys usually are drunk and they're leaving the club in groups of guys, I'm not, you know, it's either
Right, I've seen that.
it's weird because I've even seen, and as women, have y'all ever seen like you trying to get with a nigga and it's the friend hating on you, and you like, well, why he
Right. Why he cock
Right.
blocking?
why he
Yeah.
acting?
Like he about
he
to give
tryna
him
suck
some
that
pussy.
dick.
And that's what's happening.
So percentage wise, how many of these artists would you say are
I would say
bisexual or gay?
at least 40 to 50%.
What? That's
I
a
believe
high
it.
percentage now, Saleem. I don't know.
I believe it.
When I say,
That's
when I
high.
say,
Stephanie.
for instance, I know a particular R&B singer who I'm gonna say just came out with herpes.
Okay.
Okay.
And I know
Who could that be?
he likes to get massaged by men. They're not having intercourse, but they are massaging him and waxing him, and you know, seeing him in the nude. And it's not going further than that, but I think that's very sketchy behavior.
Waxing him?
did you ever
Like
see-
waxing what?
Waxing his
Say what?
waxing
Like
his areas.
manscaping.
Well, he
him?
should get laser hair removal.
But you know, he prefers male masseuses and male, you know, beauticians to
Maybe because
to
men
to
got
groom
them
him.
stronger hands.
But do you know anybody's has actually like penetrated him?
No, but they've seen him nude. They're seeing him naked. They're rubbing all over him. They're waxing him, and it's like, you know, these are my confessions.
I seen a video with that person.
I don't know who it could be.
I seen that video with that person and another person that's high up. And this is on YouTube. Everybody could look at it, whatever. And he actually says, we used to wake up and wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And everybody was like, because Kevin Hart's in the video too. And he was like, what type of shit? Like, he says something.
Kevin Hart's like, I cheat with women.
And then the guy that's a little more up, yeah, the guy that's a little more up was like this. He was like, no, that's not what I meant. I meant like he slipped or
Right, he
something.
slipped up.
And it's a shame because, you know, a lot of people would like to come out and be out and open about this, like how women are able to now. Like, you see all the women are dating each other, kissing each other. You know, women can do things that men can't do because it's going to ruin their career. So a lot of the artists are like stifled when they sing any, like Frank, it's more Frank Ocean's than we know. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. Frank Ocean is not a
Frank Ocean is the GOAT.
I always felt like
Tyler, the
Frank
Creator.
Oof.
He came out
How you
too.
doing?
I love
Yeah,
Tyler
he
the
came out.
Creator.
I've always felt like it's too many women out here that's being openly bisexual and or gay.
Yes.
For guys to not be doing the same.
Right.
You know,
Would
like,
you
it's
be
too
with a
many of
guy
us
that was
doing it.
bisexual?
No,
Even if he told you the truth.
I would look at him differently, and it's sad to say. I mean, I'm being
But why?
hypocritical
Well, what about
because this is the thing about a woman being with a woman and a man being with a man.
what's the difference?
A man can give my man something that I can't give him,
Gosh, you.
so that there's no competition.
Well, you could get a dildo, a
No,
strap on.
no.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Is
no, absolutely.
No, because it's plastic and fake. I mean, you know,
Right.
it's a lot of women that are wearing, you know, that put them on, but they don't know how, it doesn't work naturally.
No,
he
it's not
knows
the same.
what I'm saying. It's like, it's a
Dan?
he's a
Dan
man.
knows?
I mean,
Do you know about
No, he's saying like
What?
he's saying the man with the real penis.
Nah, I get it. Like, it doesn't squirt out.
Yeah.
Saleem, have you ever been with any of these artists? Celebrities?
I'm not. All right, I'm gonna put it like this. I've been in the room while someone else was doing something with the artist. I was watching.
Like a voyeur as part of the whole.
It was as a friend of mine. She's a beautiful transsexual who lives in New York City, and she was with a famous actor's son who's now an actor, and they're from a famous family.
Oh. Are they black?
Let's just say they have a lot of color going on. It's a famous family.
Okay.
And she was with the son, and she was pleasuring him, and I was watching, and he didn't tell me to get out or nothing. I just was like, wow, this is really going down.
So do they ask you, like, so nobody has to say don't say anything. It's just an understood, like, code.
I mean, it just depends if you're a blabbermouth or not. Like, I mean, it depends on what, again, I'm trying to have a station in the business, so I'm not trying to be exiled, like, don't do nothing around him. I'm not trying to be the boy Cat Stacks, no.
So, but you've never had, none of these dudes have ever tried to approach you or nothing?
Because I'm kind of different. I'm the gay guy that's, like, cool with all the niggas. Like,
I was just about to say that.
Because you're cute, Like
how Mano is. Nice, like, me and Mano could go out right now. Like, me and Mano could have went out right now, and I would have got him all the bitches. I would have been kissing girls, and we would have hung out, and I would have never came at them. So I'm cool with all the circles. Like, I'm one of the few guys like Meek Mill's, me and him is real cool. Like, I can be around him, his family. I'm around P&B rocking them like so super duper.
Because they also know that you're very stylish and you got the other shit happening.
And I'm kind of like a man. Like, I kind of, in my regards, like, I don't.
A guy's guy.
Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't carry on like a woman in public. So it's kind of like, I'm the gay guy that.
And all the chicks know you.
All
of them. All
the drug dealers. I know all the hustlers. So, I usually do the hookups, and, somebody after Gigi, I'll put Gigi with them. But I kind of like observe things. Yeah.
All right. So now so you said if your man is leaving the club with a bunch of his homeboys after they've been drinking, what are some other indications?
Just if he's too into himself, like if he's getting manicures and pedicures more than you, if he's more into his hair.
He wants you to take pictures of him all the time.
I don't like this hair that's going on, like, honestly, like in the industry.
The colors.
Like, because I love the Migos, but I don't like that. I don't like their hair. I think that's too feminine.
Oh, long hair? Like dreads and stuff?
Yeah, if they into hair care more than you.
What about Young Jock? His hair.
Jock is funny. I mean, I like Young Jock. Actually, it kind of works for him, but I know somebody that had messed with Jock before, and they say he's a nigga. Like,
Yeah, I know Jock on a personal level, and I would never look at Jock in that way.
But I'm talking about when you said you don't like the hair.
With the hair.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I just think that's too feminine. Young Thug with the Chanel. Young Thug had a $5,000.
Angela was so mad.
I'm so mad that I have that.
She got that same bag. It's 10,000.
Not 5,000. Mad.
It's 10,000.
I can't wear it now because Young Thug had it.
She really
I think that's too much.
I wore it once.
And I think that's just too feminizing. Like, they're wearing the I don't know if you noticed the guys are wearing those
the fanny packs.
The fanny packs with the what's that designer that they're wearing?
Gucci?
Not Gucci.
I say the Gucci purses that they wear.
It's that expensive, like, and they have the luggage and like
Goyard.
Goyard, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
like the Migos wear the the man purses and stuff. I just think that
But that's like a young thing too, I feel like.
I think it's a young thing too.
Because what about like Lil Uzi Vert? You know him from Philly, and people talk about him and how he dresses and everything and all of that.
I think it's too much. Even Uzi, I think, but if you knew Uzi first though, Angela, like if you knew Uzi first, he used to dress like a nigga, like thugged out.
Did he?
He went to Atlanta and came up with an image, so I know he's doing that to work for his image.
It's the shoulders and everything that gets me to be a little weird.
It is a rock star image for him though. He's trying to do an album with Marilyn Manson.
I mean, I get it because he, like, when I look at him, I think like facial features. He be making his face like Prince.
He gets away with it because he's little.
He does the
when guys are skinny and little, they do get away with the whole lot more.
Yeah, I guess.
This hip hop is just not the hip hop.
I'm not dating a guy like that though.
Now, what about? Okay, so let me ask you this. Some guys consider certain things like activities that they participate in not necessarily gay. Like, I don't suck dick, but I get my dick sucked by a man.
Say that again.
Like, some guys feel like, okay, I let a guy suck my dick, but I don't suck dick. That's not gay.
It's no getting around it. If you let a man put lips on you, hands on you, and you're comfortable with it, that's homosexual behavior.
Can a guy do that and then be not gay anymore and just be like, you know what, I only like women now? Just like women.
Like how Dre said, what did Dre say? My hoism
was deleted.
Deleted. I think it's always an opening. That's just like if a woman lets another woman eat her out and you enjoy that moment and you say, I'm never going to do it again, it's always a possibility.
What you think, Stephanie?
Well, I have to say, I don't desire to have a woman, eat me out, but I'm not saying it's impossible. It definitely could happen. Right pill, right drink. I don't know. I don't know. Like he said, I feel like there's definitely an opening there on the right time, right night. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Saleem, have you ever been sexually harassed? We were talking about this with all this Harvey Weinstein stuff happening, and a lot of women have had situations where they have been, harassed. A lot of men too have been coming forward with their own situations.
I get guys that think that I'm a trick on them. I've had that definitely happen where guys will try to get at me because they know my status or they know what I have.
I'm trying to get some clothes.
So they'll be like, yeah, I want to spend time with you. Like, let's hang out, or me and you need to sit down and talk business. Anytime any guys telling me they want to talk business with me or take me out to a business dinner after 10 o'clock in the evening,
it's sketchy.
Yeah, I know something is up. So I have had guys hint, especially street guys. Like, street guys will, they do it subtly. They'll be like, I'm trying to start a record company. Or they'll be like, oh, I got a clothing line. You had a clothing line. Let's sit down and talk some business. I'll come to your house. It's like they don't just come out and say, yeah, I want to fuck you, but they'll just be like, they'll make hints to get around you.
Have you let any of them come to your house?
Yes, I've had my
come in your house.
In your house. I've had a few friends.
Okay.
A few friends that I like street guys actually. Like, I prefer, I don't like industry guys, and I don't really like. I like real guys. I like
drug dealer, cop.
I like the guys that did. I like the guys that the kingpin. I like the guys that did 20 years, 15 years just coming home, and they, the guys that ran the blocks. Like, I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to have to work.
I'm not gonna lie. If I think they've been in jail that long, I know that they've been kind of doing something while they were in jail.
You think that's true?
Ooh.
If a guy's been in jail 15 to 20 years, he's done something in jail with another man.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need human touch. Like all that, when people saying that I ain't do nothing, I ain't did shit.
They be like, a mouth is a mouth.
They call it gay for stay, right?
It's gay for stay.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I just want to say this because I know a lot of my family members and friends listen to this. And I just want to say that, may he rest in peace, I don't think my brother was ever with a guy in jail. He was in jail for 18 years. So I just want to say that for the record.
But we don't know.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Might not have. I mean, I'm not saying it's the case with every single guy,
person. However, it's a high percentage.
18 years is a long time. Not to talk about, but like I agree. 15, 18, 20, that's a long
Even 5 years is a long time.
That's a long time.
6 months is a long time.
Right.
Not to touch a human touch. Nobody doing anything to you.
Right.
Women turn easily though. They say women get turned out in like 30 days.
Yeah, I felt like
that. I was on
that.
for 90 days and had a whole girlfriend.
Wait, what? You went to jail
for 90 days and had a whole girlfriend the whole time I was in jail.
Where she at now?
I don't know where she at.
Did you put money in her book?
It's like Orange is the New Black.
We was laughing together. Her name was Martine Green, and she lived in New York.
Shout out to Martine Green. Where are you?
I haven't seen her since I got out of jail.
She probably got a whole husband and don't want nobody to know.
I don't care. I'm telling my business. Tell her business too. Shit. But she was my girlfriend.
And
she was like a boy.
How quick did that happen?
She was like a whole boy. It didn't happen right away, but it happened eventually. Like, first he was cool, and then, I don't know, it just happened.
He's like, fuck it, eat my pussy.
Damn.
One of my homegirls, one of my very good homegirls is in jail. She's been in there for a year and some change, and she hasn't gone gay. And I'm like, bitch, you're bugging. I would have had a couple bitches in there eating my pussy.
I mean, as bad as you are, they would go crazy. You would have all the young guys, all the women that
all the young ladies.
They would be protecting you.
It'd be over for you.
They be bringing you honey buns.
Listen, you wouldn't have to make your bed. You wouldn't have to go to commissary. They'll bring you sugar packets.
And my best friend, she got a nice body. She got a nice ass. She look good. And I'm like, yo, nobody tries to push up on you. She's like, every day, I hate all of these bitches.
That takes Stephanie about 2 weeks.
I'm like, man, listen, I need a boyfriend. I can't be alone.
But not to cut you off, but to your question with the Harvey Weinstein stuff, I know a lot of young actors and guys who are in LA who have had to get on the casting couch to get roles and to get things.
And they're not coming forward right now.
No. The
women are coming forward, and Terry Crews said something and Rob Schneider said something, but most of those men aren't ever gonna tell.
But wait, how come I just woke up and everybody's talking about the casting couch, but I have no idea what the fuck y'all are talking about?
A casting couch is like, if you want to get this role in this movie, take your fucking clothes off on this couch and let's fuck.
On the couch? That's what they do?
They just call it a casting couch.
But like right then and there, you gotta fuck them right
then and there? It's not literally, but what they're basically, if you want this role, you gotta fucking play.
All right.
So you gotta do it. And it's a very well known gay male super producer directors who, if you want to get down, you know, if you look at the guys in their movies, in their television series, they're mostly handsome young men, and they've had to they've had to bend over, or they had to be the one doing the sticking to get their role. Yeah, that happens.
What?
How is this not, like, how is this working? Like, I don't understand. Like, how does nobody, like, sue or...
I mean, well, that's what's happening now.
Oh, and the Hollywood stars, the child stars are claiming all types of pedophilia
This is what I'm
in
saying. Why
Hollywood.
haven't they been?
Because
done
imagine that you're trying to be like successful in your career. There's this huge producer that's done all kinds of bodies of work, and you want to get that role so bad you're willing to do anything.
But say you don't do it, then you don't say anything.
You don't want to get blackballed.
That's sad.
I mean,
Really
you see
sad.
what the women said. Like, they said their career suffered. What was her name? Marissa Vino. She said she didn't have a big role again after that. So
didn't
did
have sex with him.
Rosanna Arquette. They said after Harvey Weinstein, you know, blackballed him, even though he looks disgusting. I like to get on him. He looks like his balls stinks. He looks like his ass stinks.
he
looks like his breath would just smell of like just whiskey. I mean,
Whiskey and cigar.
oh my God.
Scotch.
His wife. You see how fast the wife left, right?
Oh, I didn't see the
Oh,
wife.
she
That
left
bitch
right
left
away.
like 2 days. She couldn't
As
wait.
soon as that shit came
Was
out.
she
As soon as it hit the fan, the
Was
wife
she
was like,
a
she's
pretty girl?
Beautiful.
Who is
She's
it?
a head designer. She has the clothing line. She started
Marchesa.
Yeah, Marchesa.
I'm like so lost with this guy.
Gina
But
Chapman is her
I
name.
feel like when it was Bill Cosby, it was everywhere. I feel
No,
like
this is
now that-
everywhere.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I
everywhere, too.
see it, but I feel like they targeted a little more on Bill Cosby.
No, it's
Because
crazy.
I know everybody's name
I
with
mean-
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, no. They had a cover page in the New York Daily News, and let's be clear, the Bill Cosby thing was going on for decades too.
Yeah, for
This
a long, long time.
Is every time you turn on the news, you see it.
Yep.
Right now, you probably just aren't seeing it on
Yeah,
like
maybe. I
the
feel like
urban
it's-
blogs. But if
maybe
you look,
that's what it
but
is.
if you look on
Like
TMZ,
CNN and-
if you
Yeah.
look on
It's
CNN,
there,
you look on
definitely.
any of the news
Really?
stations, it's all over there. They kicked him out
All
the
over.
company.
I just feel like
He
it's so...
they took-
stripped
they
him
kicked-
from the academy.
Yep, they took him out the academy.
really?
They took back every single type of like, you know how they gave you honorary degrees? They
Right.
took all those back from him.
So do we think that the people that starred in these movies, the big stars, the women, that they did have sex with him?
We don't know, but we do know people turned him down. We know the people that like Angelina Jolie,
Listen,
Ashley Judd,
I have to give him
Gwyneth
credit, though.
Paltrow.
Wow.
He went for the top of the line pussy though. He didn't go for it like
He went for anything though. Saleem, let's be clear.
Well,
we
some
know
of
the
them
top of
was
the some of
hot.
them people I never heard of.
Ashley Judd was hot.
Yeah.
What's that other real pretty actress? I forgot her
Angelina
name.
Jolie, Gwyneth Paltrow.
They're both huge.
And it's a few others.
Rose
though.
McGowan.
Yeah, Rose McGowan, Marissa Vino. Mm-hmm. They were
But some
hot.
of these people continue to do movies, so did he not blackball them? Like, how the fuck? Like,
A lot of them never ended up doing movies with him again.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
But still working
And
in
some of the
industry.
women you just never heard of again.
Right.
But what I did think was dope how Gwyneth Paltrow said Brad Pitt like ran down on him. Like Brad Pitt ran down on him.
She was
It
dating
like-
Brad Pitt at the
He
time.
was like, don't touch.
Yep, and Brad Pitt went and confronted him.
That's dope.
So it's not
Shout
that
out to
it-
Brad Pitt.
But you know what?
It's so manly.
But these women never sued back then or did anything. And there's women who said that they spoke out about it and told people and no one cared. They were like, oh, that's just how Harvey Weinstein is.
Wow.
Like the model.
Like it was okay.
Angie Everhart. Did
Yep.
you see she came out?
Yep, she said
Angie?
Everhart. She's a like supermodel.
You know,
back in
did
the
you notice
90s.
that it was no black women?
Not one black, and I thought it would have at least been like a Halle Berry. But you know, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I think all the black women would have fucked him for the role, so I think that's why they're. I think they would have did it.
Oh my god.
Because it's Harvey Weinstein and he's a huge deal, and I think if he went to Gabrielle Union or Halle Berry or like Vivica or Sanaa Lathan or Jada, I think they would have did it. Maybe Jada before Will, but I think they would have fucked him.
You think? I don't know. That's like
I
you
just-
saying that they're
I'm just
more
being-
desperate or something.
It is. It's harder for black women to get a role. If Harvey Weinstein was offering like a juicy, real role, like Miramax Films, I think that like most black actresses.
Because
would.
Harvey Weinstein has done a lot of stuff with black people too. He did the Khalif Browder story with Jay-Z, and they have the Trayvon Martin series that they're supposed to
So
do.
does that mean Jay-Z fucked them? Like,
No.
I
No.
know Jay
Crazy.
like, what is
There was
going
no
on?
men and it was no black
Yo,
women.
I'm not fucking with you
No,
no
I'm
more,
just
L'Oreal.
saying, like, what are we saying here? Like, what are we...
What do you mean, Angela?
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Jay-Z wasn't in a position where he needed Harvey Weinstein. He could have went to anybody.
I feel like
but
some of them women
a lot
are.
of these women were young. They were like 21, early on in their careers.
Right.
Didn't have like a lot under their belt yet. So
who really stood out and what made everybody? Because I'm so lost.
Somebody came to the forefront.
Rose McGowan.
I feel bad for her. She has some dark demons going on over there. She needs some therapy.
And then once she came out and admitted it, then other people came out and was like,
this shit should have been out.
And then it was just like a big snowball effect. And now it's every time you turn on the TV,
he's in therapy right now.
And now his brother is saying, "Oh, I didn't know anything," and the company, because they can.
His brother said he was abused too.
By him?
Please.
Yeah, not sexually.
Oh,
Harvey's the older
he tried to fuck me too.
Wow.
Now, let me ask you this: being that you're from Philly, right? Mm-hmm. We always hear stuff about Will Smith.
Oh God.
Oh, we hear a lot of stuff about.
What you know about that?
I mean, just what everybody else knows, because he's so much older. You know, we never. By the time I was really coming up, Will Smith had been going. Like, you know, I was in middle school when Fresh Prince came out.
Right.
But I mean, just the rumors that everyone has said about him and Dwayne Martin, or you know, just rumors about him and Jada and Lisa Ray and that whole threesome thing they had going on. I'm sure y'all heard of that.
I didn't hear that Lisa Ray thing, but
that's how they had to show all of us. It was always a rumor that they were having a relationship together, and they were having threesomes, and that's how she got the role on the show. And
that TV show they had. I remember that. All of us.
That's how Elise Neal got kicked off the show, because
she wasn't fucking.
Lisa Ray demanded that she get fired, just like she did with Stacey Dash. So Queen Latifah.
Why do you think that, like, Queen Latifah or somebody, like, when everybody else is just coming out and we all pretty much are like, okay, Queen Latifah, we know you gay.
We been known.
Yeah, but why do you think someone like her will not come out? But
it would be a powerful statement.
Yeah, like what?
I just think that they just still are that deranged thing, and nobody is really comfortable coming out. You know, coming out is still, for some people, even though we know that you're gay. We know Queen Latifah. We seen pictures of her and her girlfriend. For her to admit it was still, she thinks, would alienate people.
But I still feel like fuck it. Like, you're so successful.
Yeah.
I just went to the Revolt Music Conference. They honored her.
They honored her.
I saw SZA.
She's amazing.
Oh my God, I love SZA. She performed.
Queen Latifah's one of my favorite rappers. My favorite female. She's top 3 for me.
She just was on tour with Nas.
And finished it. I'm proud of her, because like Lauryn Hill's like one of the kooks of the industry that I love. I really feel.
I love Lauryn Hill.
But she's been on time.
I love her so much.
She's on time to every show now.
I just wish her career, you know, just would have been different. Like I wish she would have had like 3 or 4.
I still feel like she had an incredible career, but I agree.
Don't get you a
legendary.
Don't get you a Marley, I mean.
But I feel like a person like Frank Ocean came out because he was tired of hiding it.
But you don't think she should be tired at this point?
I feel like,
she was
Queen
Cleo.
Latifah didn't
set it off.
You know,
Frank
that's
Ocean.
true. That's true.
Frank is a different being though, because you see like.
But Frank Ocean came out fast. Like he was only in the business a couple years. How long you think?
You know what? I heard he was coming out because I knew people who were working on his album. And on his album, he's like, he's talking about men.
Yeah, he's talking about men.
So before his album came out, people were telling me, oh, Frank Ocean's about to come out, because on his album, everybody working on it was like, well, damn, okay.
So he was like, let me do this before
it's done on
his
its own. But I feel like it kind of
song.
helped him. It didn't hurt him.
I think it helped him too.
It didn't hurt him at all.
I think Frank Ocean is a visionary, and I think that he made it cool for a lot of other people to
I
come
love
out.
him so
like,
much.
You know, I know
and
a lot
I think
of younger
women
guys.
still love him.
I adore him.
I think women still are.
I think guys still
him.
like him too.
Guys still like him.
Thinking About You is like one of my favorite songs of all time.
Women love you.
No, I have women right now. I want to have a baby. I have like 5 friends who want to have a baby with me. I have women hit on me all the time. I can show y'all videos on my phone of me being at parties where women are groping me, kissing me, and they know I'm gay. And
You're handsome.
They don't give a fuck.
But wait, do you have sex with women too? Like,
I've had sex with women.
And you have like that good skin color. Like women go crazy for that skin color.
The skin color Charlamagne wanted.
Do you enjoy having sex with women? Would you say, because there's this whole sexual fluidity thing going on?
It has to be a certain kind of woman. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm attracted to like voluptuous women, like Gigi, you know, this Stephanie, like, you know, L'Oreal. Like I think women are so gorgeous. I'm really attracted to Cardi B right now. I'd be like, stalk her.
You love her.
Oh my God, if I could see her on Offset, like a sex tape, oh my God.
I'm sure there's something floating around. Goddamn.
That's a Libra and a fucking Sagittarius. Sagittarius have the best sex.
Oh, I know. Isn't that true?
I've never fucked a Sagittarius.
That's so right. I totally agree.
I think it's Scorpio, because she's a Sagittarius. Don't listen to her. I think it's Scorpio.
Scorpio's the top 5.
Scorpios are good and Virgos are good, I think.
I think Virgos are fire. Virgos my favorite.
Capricorn.
But y'all money organized. You have all the money in the world. I know your account is deep because my business partner was a Capricorn.
Hands, listen, I'm moving.
I love Tiff.
She kept track of all the money. Like y'all.
I do. I'm very about my I got this business coming. I got to make sure I set this account up. Definitely always about my money.
That's the Capricorn in you. I don't know about y'all sexually though.
No, we're freaks.
Oh no, you know what I like about one thing I can say about the men, the Capricorn men, they're very attentive lovers. Like they want you to feel every touch, every bit of it.
Right.
I think Capricorn females, because I'm one too.
Are y'all like that?
Disgusting. I think we're really nasty, but I feel like we want people to know, but we don't want people to know.
Angela.
Exactly. And
is that true?
Yep. I don't know that I'm disgusting.
We don't like public disgusting. I mean nasty in the bad.
I think
I don't mean
hide that in it. Like Sagittarius do too. You don't know that about them off the gate.
Yeah.
Sagittarius and Capricorns will be like, oh, everything's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
we don't like public
unless you were there. Like my best friend's a Sag.
Right.
He could have been at a sex party in a dungeon, and if I was not there, I'd be like, "What did you do last night?" "Oh, just hung out with some friends. I didn't do nothing." About it.
Right.
No, I agree with that. And I feel like, especially for me personally, as a Sagittarius, like it's hard for me to get there, but once you get me there. It's there. Like a circus.
It's
lions and tigers and bears.
But before you're like, oh my God, Stephanie's the most boring bitch.
On the unicycle.
Exactly. But before you enter the circus, it's like, oh, Stephanie's such a bitch. She's so mean. She's so boring. All she wants to do is stay home and be in bed. That's my theme music.
Snake charmer.
Snake charmer.
I love you guys.
But can I share something with you guys that you probably wouldn't think? Like, I'm against gay marriage. I don't think gay.
Why?
It sickens me. I would never marry a man.
Why?
I think when I see gay men having a wedding, I feel like it's ridiculous.
What's wrong with that?
It looks like the biggest joke in the world. I don't agree with it. I like, even when Obama passed the law, I was like.
Explain why, though.
I just don't think two men should be married. I think
What about two women?
No. I think it's unnatural. I think relationships and living together is fine. And if they want to have, with the couples can have insurance or get the money, if another one dies. But I just think that marriage ceremony
ain't that the same shit as marriage, basically?
But it's just like
living
Gucci,
together.
Like we saw Gucci and Keisha married. If it was Gucci and Gucci, I would have been like
Gucci and Gucci.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that shit would have been a little
Gucci and
strange.
Gucci. What if it was Gucci and Young Thug?
Now that would be interesting to watch. I mean, the fashion, but it's just something about it to me. I just think it's traditional. I'm an old conservative with that. I think a marriage should be between a man and a woman because they could procreate and carry on the name and stuff.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. So you would marry a woman?
I would have a baby with a woman, and
I said, but I asked you because you just said no, man. So you're never gonna get married?
I probably would, and I'm kind of the swinger. I'm a Taurus, so we're very freaky. Like Janet Jackson.
Taurus are freaky.
Taurus men are out there.
Like I like threesomes. I don't like if whoever's dating me, we're gonna have to be open to bringing other people into the relationship.
We just talked about that.
We talked about threesomes. Now let me ask you this: I always hear about these sex parties, right? These down low sex parties in Hollywood.
It's like baths and shit.
Does that really exist?
That exists everywhere. That's going on in New York right now. It's
one a night.
They've been out clubs.
I've been to a particular party where it was a young wild R&B star who beats people up.
I wonder who that is.
An old rap artist who smokes a lot of weed. And
that's hard.
Who could that be? It could be anyone.
That could be everyone.
Basketball players, and it was basically me and my friend, Brenda, Bell. She was there, and she's from North Philly. She was shocked, like, what the hell is going on? My best friend owns a salon.
But how did she get in there? Because I feel like it's so closed off.
Well, when you have the inside connections, like when I go to LA, I'm everywhere. I was just in like BET for the Hip Hop Awards. I was there with my very, very close friend. I was in Rick Ross's car. I was like with his artist Brittany, the girl from the show. Like I was with Cardi and Migos. Like I was up on everything, so you have access. And we were at this party and they said, listen, if you're not fucking or sucking, get the fuck out.
So Brenda had to fucking suck?
Brenda was going to the exit. Brenda was going to the exit. Like, what the fuck is happening? Brenda was like, oh no, I'm not with none of this shit. And you saw men and women go. They had an elevator in this house. It was a beautiful big house in the hills. And I swear to God, I'm not making this up. Everybody, men and women, were both going to the elevator. It wasn't a sex thing where only the women are coming. It was men and women, and they went up there. and I don't know what the fuck happened. We was
So you didn't go?
I was new from Philly. Like in Philly, people are very standoffish.
Standoffish.
Like, we not Joe. We don't talk to people we don't know. Joe in Philly, we don't talk to people we don't know.
Yeah.
So we were kind of like, oh no, we out of here. So
Gigi would have stayed.
Gigi probably would.
She thinking about it.
Gigi, you'd have stayed.
It depends on who else was in the room.
You would have fucking stayed with this R&B singer that beats people up.
I wouldn't have stayed with him.
No, I mean, not with him, but I'm saying he was there.
He's
and
cute,
with
though.
the ball player, you would have stayed. At least just to see what the hell was going on.
I was curious to stay, but like I was there, and we were. I think Brenda was driving. We had a rental car.
You like, I gotta go because my ride's leaving.
It was shocking at the same time. Like when seeing this though, y'all, it was like shocking. Like these are people that that we see. These are the celebrities, and like when they are drunk, and you've been in those circles.
Yes, I have.
When they're
I've seen some things, but I've never been to one of these parties because I hear these parties.
We've been in
legendary.
some rooms, but we ain't been in the sex room.
Yeah, I never been in that.
Right.
When it gets past the part that is just a party, we already gone.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No, I agree with that. I feel like you hear stories about
there for the
shit
regular
that
part.
happened, and then it's like, but I was.
They're like, all right, this bitch left. Let's go. Dick out.
I really feel like Valerie facts. I feel like the good part is always right after we
That bitch left good.
And Stephanie, I'm sure you get hit on all the time by celebrity men and asked to be, and I'm sure your DM is always popping.
I've gotten some crazy requests in my day, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this. I feel like it's perfectly normal for me to be dating a rapper or a R&B singer or a athlete because that's what's around me, you know what I mean? So it's just like a regular thing.
Now, Steph, would you have
It's
stayed
just
at that
another
party? Would you have
job.
stayed at that party?
No, I would have left with the
I just
car.
want to say, if you would have
I would've
texted
left
me,
with the car.
I would have told you to stay. I'd been like, Stephanie, you got to stay and tell me what happens.
And I'm
Because
sure-
even just out of curiosity, you got to stay.
And I know
You got to be a fly on the wall.
I mean, wait a minute. There was a rapper there that smokes a lot of weed, so I probably would have been hanging out with him.
With the rapper.
I would have been trying to smoke some weed.
Right. Now, Saleem, have you ever stayed at one of these parties?
I got kicked out of Jamie Foxx's party before it was turning into a sex party. And I know y'all all heard about Jamie Foxx.
Were you playing basketball naked?
No, but Jamie Foxx's parties after a certain time at the house in Calabasas, it turns into an orgy. Everybody knows that if it's a BET after party or
Whatever
award shows, and he wanted a ratio of men to women, and it was too many men, I guess. So I was kicked out.
Oh, they keep down. That's fucking harsh.
But it was, and I'm sorry to say, but our Caucasian sisters are usually the ones who are down for the fun.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
When they say the white girls, Becky's like they were.
Especially in California. One time I was at a party with French. I was at a party with French Montana. It was a regular club party. He was hosting it. Right? So whatever, we're in the VIP, whatever, it's a bunch of us. It's like, it's like 30 of us. So whatever, I'm standing there, we're just waiting for the bottles, whatever. This white girl comes. And I love white people. I love black people. I love green, yellow, orange people. People are my favorite thing. But this white girl comes and she's like, oh my God, French Montana, I love you so much. Please let me suck your dick. I was like,
what the fuck?
He looks at me and he's like, yo, and I'm like,
He's like, Montana.
I'm like, yeah, we need to leave.
Donkey dick suck.
Donkey dick suck in my phone. Put your number in my phone. He said that it's donkey dick suck.
I'm sad I missed our episode with French because I would have brought that up, man.
Our Caucasian sisters are definitely different from.
Now that brings me to this. Somebody tweeted me, hashtag Ask Ye question. Why do black women have a major problem with being submissive in a relationship? Do y'all think that's true?
I think black women are the strongest women on earth. Let me tell y'all something. I don't play about black women. If I was going to be with a black woman, my black woman would look like Serena. Okay, I would be with a
beast. She a beast.
Black women have to be in positions of power. They always have because black men weren't allowed to. So if you take it even back to slavery and history like that, like the black women had to protect their sons, their husbands, fuck the master, try to duck the mistress with her bullshit, and still try at the end of the day to just be a woman. And even in the 20s and 30s, they would only hire black women to be maids. Men couldn't get work, so black women have always had to be at the forefront to help to hold their family down. So I think it's just in their natures. And then
that's a good answer.
You know, and then in the
Black
70s,
women are powerful.
And like I was raised by a single mom. I have like 5 aunts that are all super strong Black women that, you know, educated, college degrees, single moms, like a Miss Wallace, okay, like a Miss Wallace type of woman. And you, it's hard to be submissive to a man that's not bringing nothing to the table.
Right.
No, that's right.
Like you had to work hard to get here. Like Paris Hilton and Ivanka Trump, just, you know, most of these white girls, let's be honest, they have, you know, daddy, you know, I went to line. Daddy, I want to be an actress.
It's exciting as fuck to me that I get to fly first class sometimes.
Me too. I can't lie, man. Coming from the projects, I'll be so happy to fly first
so
class.
I'll be right there, snap with my meal, like.
Right.
So when we see an Oprah,
Lunch at 30,000 feet.
You gotta make sure you got the glass cup, though. That's the only way you really
with this real
Silverware, exactly. When you get that silverware,
I got a place setting, bitch, on the plate.
What's good?
so when we see you know, when we see an Oprah or Michelle Obama, or you see a Viola Davis or a Serena Williams, you know, a kind of Lisa Rice, they had to work 30 times harder than their white counterparts. And I think Black women is just instinctively like, they'll follow a man, but it can't be a weak man. If it's a man that's not, like, you know when to follow a man. As women, don't your body tell you, like, okay.
Yes.
You told Harpo to beat me.
You know when it's a daddy. You know when it's like, oh my God.
Okay, the women in this room, do you think that as women of color, as Black women, do you feel like we have a problem being submissive in a relationship? Be for real.
I mean, I don't always have a problem being submissive in a relationship.
But sometimes.
In the beginning, I do. In the beginning, I'm like, what? I'm an independent woman. I'm a grown woman. You ain't paying none of these bills. You can't come up in this house. You can't sleep here. You didn't pay this rent. You know how much this
I do
is?
feel like, yeah.
You know how this
So that's the beginning. But, you know, once I'm in love, I'm like, babe, I just want to take care of you.
Fuck this apartment.
You hungry, babe? I don't
need to pay this rent no more.
What about you, L'Oreal?
What I do feel like, it takes a lot to get me to a submissive point.
Right, I feel like that.
In the beginning, I'm just really like, no. I'm really strong. And I came from a strong Black woman. So I feel like maybe that's a big part of it. Like, I used to hear her talking or arguing with her boyfriends, my mother, and she'd be like, I don't like a liar. Don't call me no more. Boom. And she really would not speak to this man no more.
I never could picture your mom doing
Oh, no. My mother used to be.
Sweet.
Yeah, my mother was like that, too.
My mother now, she's, you know, she's older.
Nah, my mom was a savage.
In her prime, like she didn't play.
Savage.
So I feel like that's what I seen and that's what I know. So it was never in my nature to be like, whatever you need. Yes, whatever you like.
Your royal penis is clean.
Your royal penis is clean.
No, but after a couple months, you know.
What do you fall in love?
Gigi? You have a problem being submissive?
I don't have a problem being submissive, but only when I feel like the man deserves it. You know,
Everybody got
I agree.
Everybody's
like,
I mean,
but by nature, y'all know me very well. And y'all know by nature that I am a caregiver.
Yeah, it's very domesticated.
No, Gigi would definitely cook.
Yeah, she cleans like a motherfucker.
All that shit for you.
She don't use the mop for the bathroom floor. She on her hands and knees cleaning it the right way.
And I think for
Gigi
a
will
man,
roll up for you.
Yeah,
right.
she's
I think
on
for
it.
a man that deserves it, that's okay.
Right.
Like, and I would do that.
Like, for instance, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, that's the perfect example. Like, she's submissive to him because he's worth being submissive for. Like, she knows I have a top prize. Like, he is a real man. He's going to take care of me. He's going to take care of my family. He's going to make sure I'm alright. Even though she can take care of herself, fine.
Right.
But when you see them together, I know that's because you don't find niggas like that no more.
Saleem, are you submissive?
I'm usually the aggressive one. I'm usually the ball.
I can see that.
I'm usually the one like buying the birthday gifts. I'm usually the one making the trips and like, come on.
I can see you being the manly man in your relationships.
Cause I'm a nigga. Like really, like
what kind of guy? So I know you said you like the guys that was like the kingpin and all of that.
Yeah.
But like relationship wise, what do you look for
I've
real?
dated a lot of Libras and a lot of problems.
Oh God, Libras are crazy.
And a lot of problems.
They are psycho.
I'm usually like attractive, like brown to darker skin guys. Like I'm not really into like, you know, I like light skinned girls, but light skinned guys, they too pretentious to me. Like,
yes, I like.
So you would pick Charlamagne over Envy?
No. Actually, with
good one.
it depends. Like if Charlamagne would be quiet,
You know what?
If Charlamagne would be quiet, but my ideal is like a Morris Chestnut or I
Charlamagne
Need
look like
someone that
Morris
looks
Chestnut.
like you.
Lance Gross. I think Lance Gross is gorgeous.
I'm sorry, but you're
Idris
naming
Elba.
people that look like you.
Ooh, Idris is everything. Idris.
He is fire.
Gigi.
Jesus Christ.
Is
And
this
I
a
actually,
joke? Is he not saying people that look just like him?
and I like Takeoff too from Eagles.
All right.
Do you?
Takeoff is like, I was stalking Takeoff. I was like in the club like Takeoff. Like,
Do it look like he got left off Bad and Bougie?
something about his eyes. You know, he got those really big eyes. So I like that. And I like Diddy. I think Diddy's really like a nice looking guy.
I think 50 Cent is handsome.
50, yes.
He look
50.
good, man.
Like, let's be honest. Y'all know the dark skin.
I mean, we cool. Like 50's like family for lip service, right? I'm just saying. I think he's a handsome man.
I love 50, man. 50 is just so real. Like people, they can't.
And in person, he looks
hilarious.
better in person.
I think his personality
yes,
makes him look
I agree.
better.
Now
But
let me
I
ask you
wouldn't
this.
say-
I've heard stories about people who will like have sex with a man who's gay, but then like be mad about it later and not say nothing the whole time, and then like
I've actually had moments where I even like woke up next to a nigga and was like, "Oh my god, this is not right." You know what I mean? Because I'm just being honest. Like we all do things, and even as women, if you've ever like done bisexual things, like you ever just had that moment where you felt bad, like, "Oh, why did I like this?" Like
As soon as you come,
like, you just, like,
When I watch
me, or you be like,
porn
kinda
with
like-
two women, I'm like, why
It's
am I
the
doing
same
this?
in
thing when you fuck a
particular,
girl.
because I've heard
it's
about
the
a
same thing
guy.
you having sex with a girl as with porn.
I've heard about a
feel
guy
disgusted after.
who is
Like,
an
damn,
artist,
this
and
bitch
he'll
is into
have
some hard
sex
shit.
with like other men, but then be mad and like punch him in the face.
Damn.
Have you heard about this? Saleem, I know you've heard about this guy.
I've heard about, well, I don't know specifically, but I know people that have gotten crazy. Like, I know people that, like, have, like, snapped out when they realize, like, what they've done, or they be like, "Oh, you gonna tell my baby mom?" I've had people like, "Oh, you gonna say something, ain't you?" Like, they start getting paranoid, and you like, "Bro, chill, I ain't snitching on you."
easy.
But they'll be like, I've actually known, especially with the transsexuals, because it's different with men. So I don't think you guys really understand, like, the transsexual lifestyle is a whole nother thing. Like that girl, what's the girl from the Lee Daniels show?
Sydney Star.
Not
Amaya Scott.
Amaya Scott, and like those girls that look like that, they are in relationships with these men. These men are totally it's like when they see a man like that,
Sarah got a
looks like,
boyfriend now, by the way.
when they see me,
She did post them.
they know I'm a man. So at the end of the day, they know I'm a man. But like when they see these beautiful transsexuals that almost look like women or just as good as a woman, they get confused. They start thinking like I'm really with a bitch, but then she's
She
not
pull
a
that dick
bitch,
out.
and it's like they start going crazy. And they actually have gotten killed. It was a girl
That's crazy.
from Philly named Stacy, a beautiful transsexual. R.I.P. to her. And she was stalked and she was killed by a guy she was dating. And,
Wow.
you know, and he knew she was a transsexual, and he was a street guy, and he strangled her, and it was like really.
It was probably because of what other people were saying.
Yeah.
or his own issues
his
within
own-
his
Yeah,
own.
that was his own issue within himself.
Because you know, straight men that are attracted to transsexuals, they get mad at themselves. Like they get angry if they are attracted knowing that's a man. Like straight men will go. I've seen them go off like, "That's a fucking nigga. Yo, get them the fuck out of here." Because they get upset because they got aroused off of it. You know,
off of that fact.
and they got to work now. Like the transsexuals' asses and titties look shit.
way better than mine.
Have you seen the new transsexuals? These
Yeah.
bitches
Fire.
be bad.
Fire.
It's like hard to tell sometimes.
These bitches be bad. You be like, God damn, that's a man.
Now somebody else tweeted me this. Do women really think they're all good in bed just because a guy busts?
Wow.
That's a good. You know what,
Let me give
lady?
y'all my whole answer.
Go, G.
Here's my whole answer.
What?
My whole answer is the reason why I will proudly say that I have good pussy is because 9 out of 10 niggas I fuck told me so.
And you just look
So
like
they
you got
ain't
good
lying.
pussy. You look like you got good pussy though.
Yeah, I do.
All right, I'm
I
sure
think
you
G
do.
got good pussy
But you think
too.
they all lying to me or no?
No.
See? They wouldn't say it.
Because why would they wouldn't say nothing probably?
Right.
It's something.
But
about-
are there guys you have said they had good dick and they didn't?
Yes.
Did I tell a guy that he had good
No.
dick and he really didn't? Say that again.
Yeah, have you ever done that? Have you ever told a guy?
No.
even
I
somebody
have.
famous, rich and famous.
No.
I have.
If they ever ask me how was it or anything, first of all, guys not about to ask you, well, how was it?
Gigi,
You be
But
surprised.
if they be like, oh, is it the best? Oh, is it the biggest? Y'all already know my answer. Yes. You the best.
I was fucking with one dude and he found out.
Like you just don't answer. You just make a noise.
I feel like you know your pussy's good when every guy you've been with is like, oh,
I love that pussy.
He's all crying in the pussy, like
Crying in the
pussy.
Listen, I have a friend that me and this person has been friends since 1999. You know this person too. I'll tell you later who I'm talking about. Me and this person have been friends since 1999. He told me about 2 years ago that he's met 3 men in the city of Philadelphia that told him that I was the best sex that they ever had in their life.
All right, high five, Gigi. That's what I'm talking about.
Why is he asking them that? That's
not that they asked.
they just came
but it's her
Because me
friend.
and this person is really good friends. So they be like, yo,
You just
Gigi,
look-
yo, that's
you
my
look
homie.
like,
Yo,
but
I tell you, I love that bitch. She's the best
have
I've
you
ever
seen
had.
Gigi dance though? Like,
Oh yeah.
on stage, you know
I
you got
have.
good pussy. I mean, you could. I mean, Angela Yee. Like, a lot of guys. I'm on live, and a lot of people is like, "Tell Yee what's up." She's so fucking hot. And you're by Asian. They say Asian women have tighter vaginas.
No, they say
or
that
like
their
it's-
vaginas are
They're
this way.
sideways.
That's not true.
No.
So wait, does your vagina go like this, Ange? Like
It goes like this now because I'm half.
oh, so it's slanted, like your eyes.
Diagonal, 'cause I'm Asian.
They say Asian women have like really good vagina.
I am very confident in the abilities of my vagina. Let's just say that. I'm very confident in it. I've never had anybody complain. And yes, listen, guys
They
love
always
me.
come back.
Yes. Every guy that I've ever been with, even after we break up, still to this day will hit me and be like,
Has a guy ever told you that another girl had whack pussy?
I've heard that.
I have.
I have a lot of
no
guys.
guys ever tell me about anybody else's pussy.
No,
I've
I've
had
a
a
guy
guy or two tell me about.
I mean, I've had guys that I'm not sleeping with tell me that a girl
yeah,
that
no,
they
I've had
fucked
that.
with.
Yeah.
I've had
Either
guys
way,
tell me
a
that
guy.
girls have stink
Yeah.
pussy.
I've had guys tell me
It
that
don't have
too.
to be a guy you slept with, just a
Yeah,
guy.
there's
Just a random
I'm
guy,
not
not a
going to
guy.
mention any names, but there's certain girls in this industry, like, everybody knows their pussy stinks.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody.
Like K. Michelle.
I've worked on
Bitch.
I've worked on a set. I'm gonna tell you like this. I've worked on a set with a certain actress. I did the movie Brotherly Love. Jamal Hill. I did the wardrobe, and it was.
I've seen that movie.
who's in
That's
that
a Philly movie. I know who's in that. Okay.
And there's certain actresses. One particular actress. I was her wardrobe person, so I would take the clothes. And
Oh,
smell
no.
Like,
Oh, no.
like what do you call it? What do you call it when
Sewage?
it's trash truck juice? What do you call it? Vaginal
Trash
trichinosis.
truck
Vaginal
juice.
trichinosis.
Oh,
my
BV.
And I
Bacterial
couldn't-
vaginosis.
And I
The thing
Yeah.
is, if your pussy smells, you should know.
No, you're the
All
first
right, be
one.
like this, you got-
No
You're
way
the
you
first
don't know
one.
your pussy.
Yeah.
The first one to smell.
Listen, if your breath smells, you smell it first. If you
If you wearing
No,
if
I
you
knew
wearing
a
a
girl that
pad,
didn't know her breath
hold on.
smell.
If you wearing
She
a
got used
pad
to
and you
it.
don't have your period, you know something's wrong with your pussy.
Wait,
Right.
what about a pad in the period?
If you wearing pads every day and you ain't got no period,
Oh.
You
wearing a pad that sounds like a smell.
then you know.
I've smelled some foul pussies in my lifetime because I'm a guy that's had a lot of girls as friends, so I'm kind of like I know it, and I know when people are on their periods, yeast infections. I've had to go to the. I've actually had a friend that had what do you call it? She had an abortion, and they had like it was some stuff left.
There was an arm left, right?
Oh my God.
Arm left, right.
and her shit was like on fire, and we couldn't find out. And we went to the emergency room, and they did an X-ray, and they found out they left some of the baby in her. And she, and her,
Look at Gigi's face.
listen,
Oh, my
she was
Jesus.
taking milk baths. Like we was like over there, like what is? I was trying to.
what's wrong with
We
her.
was trying to fix her pussy.
Something died up in there, literally.
Something died in there.
We was trying to
Poor
fix her
thing.
pussy, and I'm like, bitch, I don't know why. She's like, you smell it still? I'm like, yeah. And her nigga was like sleeping in another room. He wouldn't even sleep in the bed.
Damn.
Like he literally like moved in another room. He was
Nah,
like,
but
"That's
she
not
needed to go to emergency.
That's right. They went to
Oh
emergency
my.
Should have been at the
Gigi knows.
gynecologist.
Gigi's like one of my best friends. Anytime I got any type of problems, I'm in the doctor. I'm taking care of that shit. Any
But you're
issue, my
supposed
man.
to. That's like as
Like
a woman.
even
like,
it don't even have to be an
a real
odor,
problem.
just a funny color. I'm like, oh my god,
Like you're
I'm
ovulating,
dying.
calm down.
Like,
Anything.
would y'all agree? Like men don't go to the doctors.
No,
Never.
no.
They're
Women-
men.
This is how men decide if they have something, if they give you something.
Yeah, they be like,
Motherfuckers.
oh, my girlfriend just came from the doctor. She good, so we good.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers,
Let me
motherfuckers.
fuck this girl raw, make sure I don't got no STD.
Oh my god.
Like that bitch gonna tell you.
Y'all know men is just trifling. Y'all know men are trifling.
Men are
All right, now
just
I want to bring this up. They did a study and they said that women are cheating at a way higher rate now than men. Like men have stabilized, but women up 40% from a few years ago. Now, what they are saying is, one woman said, the fact is, I'm nicer to my husband when I had something special going on that's just for me. She said she was kinder, more patient, less resentful, less of a bitch.
Ooh.
So it's not that they felt like they were going outside for any particular reason other than they just needed
Sexual fulfillment.
Yeah, release.
It's easier for women to get dick. Like women, it's easier for women to get
I can walk
dick.
outside right now.
Right now.
It should be easier
right in the
for a
hallway.
woman to get dick than a
We
man.
could probably get dick from someone in this room.
I mean, even the
But
most,
men can get dick.
There's two guys in here.
even the most gorgeous women. You know, the most nice looking man still has to put a little bit of play into it. Like, hey, shorty, what's up? Where you
I
going?
don't think
You
so.
coming home
I
with
think
me?
like a lot of these girls are so loose nowadays. The
Guys don't even need to put work in.
Fucking Instagram.
But
Just
it's-
like, bitch, come meet me at Fridays.
But
We're
that
gonna
shit
fuck
happens.
out.
It's right across the street.
Because
Right
I
across
think
the
though,
street from
women
the
always
studio.
want to fuck the poppin' niggas though, so they either going to be an athlete, an artist, a dope boy. Like, you know,
You can act like you're one of
It
those.
gotta be
and get
somebody-
pussy.
People get fooled.
for some money, but a woman literally could just walk down the street and be like, "Hey, you want to fuck?" And it could be guy on the subway. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
You want to go
That's
to
a
the park?
fact.
You want to go to the park?
Now, Saleem, what about white guys?
White guy. You know what? It is some hot white guys. Like David Beckham is hot, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking about in real life for you. Have
Dan
you
is
ever,
hot.
I never
Everybody
did
likes
know
Dan.
Dan is good looking.
Dan is
Remember
our
the white
hot
guy?
white boy.
I went to Barcelona with a good friend of mine named Tony, and
He just stunned it on everybody.
I French kissed this, a hot, very nice looking white guy in the bathroom there.
He's from He's Spanish. He's from
Spanish.
Barcelona.
Oh my God, those men over there look like Versace models.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, me personally, I don't find any white guys in real life that are
In real life.
fire. Like, you're pretty good looking.
Hey, Dan.
Okay,
But I was
Dan.
saying- But I don't see Dan's around. Dan is not around. Dan is not around.
Game of Thrones.
Oh my God,
And they're
he's
all
hot.
on television.
He can get it today.
They're
right
all
now.
on television, like Brad Pitts. Where are the Brad
They
Pitts?
all used to be
What's his
regular
name?
people.
Tatum Channing.
Oh, Channing
yeah.
Tatum.
Channing
He did it
Tatum.
backwards.
Right.
He used to be a stripper.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're only on TV. Like, I don't
You in
find.
New York? You don't see the fire white guys?
Because she's not
Never.
looking. She's not looking.
I never see no fire white guys.
What about
Ever,
you?
never.
What about you,
Not looking.
Angela?
Cute white guys with a black
I've
dick.
never
It
been
could
with a
be
white
that.
guy.
It could be that.
I've never, ever
We
been
live
with a
in
white guy.
Jersey.
But I've seen some that are attractive. I just never.
You never been with a white guy?
And I went to college.
Dan, do you have a black dick? Because you're, you know how they
nationality.
you know how they say the dicks are darker.
Well, I mean,
German, Russian, Polish.
Oh, he's
That's
white.
as white as you
He's
can.
white.
he might be packing something because Russian.
He said German, Russian, and
Oh, you
Polish.
heard about the Polish sausages?
and the Russians.
That's
Yeah.
every white culture. One.
German, Russian, Polish.
But is your dick black? Oh, okay. It's a
Dan's
dick.
not here for that, guys. He's
I just
working.
wanna- he's the only white guy in the room.
Well, Gigi, you haven't talked about your swirling.
Oh, we know I've been swirling. It ain't a secret that I love me some white men.
What about an Asian man? Nobody in here
I've
likes
never
Asian
been
men?
with an
I've never been with an Asian guy.
Nah, but
that's
there's
for
some
sure.
fly Asian guys. Like, they know how to dress.
You know the guy who played Bruce Lee in the Dragon movie? He
And
was
the Jungle
gorgeous.
Book.
Yes, he was
I didn't see
gorgeous.
that. I ain't see that.
I remember
You know
that.
what
I
fucked it up,
love
guys? The fucking guy from The Hangover.
Oh,
no,
yes.
Fucked it up for everybody,
He's
man.
the doctor.
But
He
did you
fucked it all the way
die?
up.
But
Yeah.
did you die?
Did you die?
He made it like a joke, right?
Right.
Like,
But it is
That's
some
the
nice
kid.
looking Asian guys. Like, what's this is an old movie. Do you even know who Russell Wong is?
Yes.
He was in Joy Luck Club.
Uh-huh.
Now he.
Oh,
very
he's
nice.
gorgeous. Joy Luck Club is a
wasn't he,
sad
like, super
movie, man.
goofy and shit?
Have you guys seen the movie Joy Luck Club? It's
Yeah.
a really
Remember that
good
back in the
movie.
day?
They
Yes.
drowned- the baby
I read
got
the
drowned
And he
in
was,
his
yes,
movie.
and that guy he's talking about, gorgeous.
Maybe I'm talking about somebody else.
Nah, he was fire. He was
Amy said
fire.
he's short.
Ah.
Oh,
the
the
Asian men
are
are short. And they dick is slanted too.
They
just
not
like
all
the
short.
pussy.
Beat your walls up.
You can get with
They got
Jeremy
him.
Lin on the Brooklyn Nets.
Nah, he's a nice looking Asian guy.
And Yao Ming wasn't short.
Nah, Yao Ming was too
Yao Ming was a monster.
too weird.
Yao Ming was too.
Yeah, that's too weird looking. Like
Now, what about foreign men as far as like Janet Jackson? You know the.
Oh, with her billionaire
cool.
man.
Yeah, what do you think about
She
that?
said that's cool.
I gotta understand.
billionaire.
Nah, I'm gonna be real.
But he wasn't bad looking either.
I gotta understand your accent. Like if I don't understand you, then I can't fuck with
I
you.
love any kind of accent.
I don't.
I
Me,
love
I
my
really,
God.
I was just talking about this with Gigi yesterday because
English
me and
accent.
Gigi, we are together every day. Right, G?
Every day of our lives. We live like 4 minutes
it's a
away
new
from each other.
relationship.
Yes, we're
4 minutes away from
wifey.
each other.
We
Yeah.
walk the dogs at that big house.
Oh no, see, that's not that house.
G and E. How can we put their name together? G and E.
Let me see.
Stephanie.
G-Fany. G-Fany.
Steph G.
No, so we were just having this conversation, and I hate the English accent. I can't stand
I like
it.
any accent.
You don't like the
She
British
loves it. Oh my God, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I hate
any
it.
type of accent. I just like anybody that talks like
The
they
British
from somewhere
accent
else.
is so sexy.
I like Jamaican accents.
I like Jamaican.
I like
can't understand.
that island
I like
accent.
Jamaican
understand.
accents. I like English accents, and I like New Orleans accents.
You got
Oh,
it
I
down.
love the New Orleans.
I love a New Orleans accent.
I love the New
Gloria, look, you got a
Baby.
Bronx accent.
You gotta be from like the States. I gotta understand. I talked to a guy from London before, and I didn't understand what the fuck that dude was saying.
what about
I was
the-
like, I'm done. Like,
No,
I can't fuck
and when
with
you
him.
get the
Love it.
British accent with a little ghetto slang in it, you're like,
Hey.
what?
No, I don't know what the
Bloody.
fuck you talking about. Bloody.
I want the bloody pussy.
Your bloody,
I
want the
nobody
bloody
wants a
pussy.
bloody
I
pussy.
want your bloody pussy.
For me,
I've heard
that
about men who like
I can
period.
understand
They like period
that.
blood, Angela.
No, no.
They said they like a period blood.
They want to sip your period blood out the tea.
I've actually heard that's a fetish.
for me, the sexiest accent is like New York, Northern Philadelphia accent. I like that.
I'll take
not-
that.
I think it's fire.
It's the Brooklyn accent.
I love the Brooklyn accent. I
Shout
love
out
the
to
Brooklyn accent.
Brooklyn.
I was just having an argument with somebody from Brooklyn the other day. He was like,
Was it Mano?
he was like, no,
We all
yeah,
know.
Mano, Angela.
We all
Not
know
that
you,
day.
Mano.
Not that day. But anyway, he was like, I was like, yo, cause I was mad. So I was talking to him real ratchet. I was like, yo, you bugging the fuck out. And he was like, yo, are you dumb? I was like,
He was like dead ass.
he was like,
That's, oh, that's Remy Ma.
I was
That's
like,
Remy Ma's
ooh.
line. Are you
I was
dumb?
like, ooh.
You gotta relax.
But no, I like when they be like BK style, son. Yeah, son. They was mad wildin'. I like that.
Now, all the ladies in here, we like big dicks. What about you, Saleem?
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
for sure.
No,
Damn, Gigi.
She getting me lit. Can y'all see this?
I mean, it was the end of the
Listen,
bottle.
she done gave me the whole bottle, but it's
She
okay.
just gave
It's
him
not even mine. And
so
I know
much
it's-
Hennessy.
Can I take some of this? Will somebody?
They not drinking
drinking.
Henny.
No, you gotta go.
Shit, all right.
You gotta take that.
I'm not a size
He looking for
guy.
a big
I'm
dick
not-
tonight.
Do you prefer big dicks or do you prefer medium or little?
Because I'm not like I'm okay. I don't really because I got some straight guys watching, listening on my live.
Okay.
I'm not like a big bottom, so I don't really like to get.
You don't like
plowed
to get
through.
fucked.
That does not. I mean, I will if I like the person,
Right.
but I'm like get off me after like 20 minutes.
Right.
So I like an average size, like between
Because you don't want to get your shit toe up.
between 7 to 8.
That's
Average.
That's average. I don't like them
That's
real
a little
thick,
more than
like them
average.
real thick big ones. I don't like the real thick, like when they.
We like thick.
I like it
See, 'cause
thick
your walls
and
open
heavy.
Your walls ain't opening.
Jesus Christ, your walls is made to walk open up. Mine.
That's true.
Your walls
That's
is gonna
true.
break.
Nah, I done seen some bitches with like 3 dicks in their ass, so I think I have
that.
from porn.
What porn is
I
that?
was just watching that the other day. I was
Gang
literally just watching.
Triple penetration. What do you
Triple P.
think?
Oh God, I was watching that. Oh
You
God.
gotta look at
Y'all
the
are
triple.
made to open, like y'all, you know, and most of y'all have done anal, and you know when you do anal, like you be like, what? Hurry the fuck up!
That's
Nah,
what I'm
that shit
saying.
ain't
That's why I
right.
was asking you because I'm sure like big dicks and anal is not comfortable.
Not at all. It hurts very much, and it's something I have to be drunk, super drunk, and
Well,
then
you on your way, baby.
look, and I have to take an edible. I have to now if I could get, if
You gotta
get me
be
on a-
drunk
if
and
you get me
high.
on a weed brownie
I got you.
and some Henny, I
Her
might be able
brother
to.
got the
That's
best
edible
cookies.
I can go all night. I can do it, but I gotta like. If I don't like the nigga, like it's not happening.
Right. You got.
I have to like the nigga, and it can't be no lame ass.
So you're a top, really, is what you're saying.
I would say I'm a versatile top. A versatile top means I do both, but it can't be no lame nigga. Like I'm not letting no flaming queen. Like it's like Miss Lawrence is not happening.
Right.
Miss Lawrence.
Derek J
You
is
gotta
not.
go in on Miss.
Derek J is not happening.
Yo, that's my go-to, right? Then you showed
know.
me a picture. I was like, that's Miss J.
That Queen on Love and Hip Hop, LA Zell Swag, not happening.
I'm sorry. I cannot stand him.
And he's my friend's ex.
I'm sorry, but just from the show, he's like, and I don't know him personally, but it's like he goes over the top every time. And it's like, he's like, yeah, because it's Zell Swag, bitch. I'm like,
What about
never
Mr.
heard.
Ray?
He is.
I messed
really
with Mr. Ray.
flagrant.
We dealt with each other.
Oh, you used to mess with him?
We slept together twice.
Who's
Okay.
Mr. Ray?
The fat one.
I know him in real life
He
too.
seemed like he
Oh,
was
he know
cool with
me.
us.
Yeah,
He
he's
know-
cool with me.
And he was talking about me to Sunday Carter.
What'd he say?
Yes, we love Sunday.
Oh,
He was,
yeah.
he was talking about our sexual relationship, and she's a trashy whore from Philly. I can't stand her.
Whoa, okay.
I can't stand her. That pussy. Now that is a pussy that got miles on it. That pussy is more ran through than that picture.
Sunday Carter.
I don't know her in person.
Oh, okay.
You know who she is.
Yeah, I know who she
Her
is.
body. Now her body count is the A-list. That's a Hollywood A-list of body count over there.
Whoa.
Well, what Mr. Ray say about you to
I
Sunday?
don't feel like he's your type. He
I
doesn't
don't
look
know.
like your
Somebody
type
was at a
to me.
party and they were talking about me, and it got back, and all I'm gonna say is like I was kind of like shocked because I thought me and him was okay, and we slept together twice.
Mm-hmm. Was he good?
It was a nice bottom. He was cute. I think Ray's cute.
Okay.
I just feel
He's
like what you
sweet.
described as your type and him is like totally different.
But
So
it
how did
was-
that happen?
We got to know each other.
Oh, okay.
He cool.
He was hanging out at that
seems
time with a group of friends that I had in LA, because I run with like the celebrity hairstylists and the
Okay,
celebrity, like that whole like EJ, like
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Brown style.
Now, EJ seemed cool as hell.
I love him. That's one of my. He took me to Disney World.
He did.
Aww.
I love
That's
him.
my
I seen him one
favorite
day. I was
date.
in the airport in Detroit, but I was too intimidated to say hello.
I love him.
Going to
She
Disneyland and
always
Disney
said
World is
that.
my
Wait,
favorite.
never-
I don't
Talk
never
to
go up to
anyone.
people. I'm mad shy.
We were going somewhere and Anthony Anderson was like behind us. I'm like, you should go talk.
I
They have
talked
the
to him.
same
I love Anthony.
agent. And she's like, oh, well, I'm just going to let him go. She ended up speaking to him, but she's like, I'm just going to let him go do
Because
it.
I don't be wanting to bother people. You know, I just be minding my
But
business.
you, Angela Yee,
That's
about
what
to
I
say
told
that.
her.
You're
I'm like,
Yee.
just go
like
say hi.
you're the Breakfast Club woman. You're the queen.
But I still feel like I don't assume people know who I am. I don't be wanting to just run up on
know
people
you.
in the
Just
airport.
you.
Everybody knows you,
Who
and
don't know who Angela Yee is, right? The people, everybody knows you. Like I
I just
remember
be
you
mad.
interview SWV, and Coco was like, "Damn, girl." Remember you do all the
I
old
love
questions?
SWV. I love SWV. I'm not gonna lie.
And they
Sing
were
a song.
Damn, girl.
Look. Sing weak.
I watched
The first verse. No.
That's my shit. Oh, down. You gotta go downtown.
Hey.
That's the fuck I'm talking about. We gonna have an SWV brunch. Goddamn it.
Yo.
They got
Yeah,
nominated too. Like
For
they get
what?
the Soul Train. They
Oh,
get
the Soul Train.
honored.
I've never been to the Soul Train Awards. I was
You
just
just said that.
I,
Are
know,
you
I was
going?
just saying Solange got 7 nominations.
I love her.
Girl, Cardi
it
got
in Vegas
nominated like 5 times.
Really?
Where is it this year?
And, I don't know where it's at.
I've never been.
I know Cardi gonna win everything.
You love you some Cardi.
Cardi B.
You know what I like about Cardi B? Because Cardi B is just like, I really remember I used to follow her on Instagram. And I remember when her teeth was fucked up and they used to be deleting her page. And I used to be like, who is this ratchet ass girl? And then she got on Love and Hip Hop, and like, this bitch was with J-Lo last night. Like, Cardi B got one song and got a fucking Sony publishing deal. They said it's like $5 million. I'm like,
Right.
But let's be clear. Before that one song, she had the songs too.
Yeah,
And a
but
couple
that one
mixtapes.
song-
Like one
It's not her
big
first song,
though.
yeah.
Not her debut song.
I
but
think he
it's
just
the
means
song
by
that
like
did the
one big
it's just,
song.
I've just never
That's a number one song. Though.
I've never seen anything like that. Like, when somebody got famous that fast, have y'all seen anything like that?
I've seen people have one.
happens a lot.
I will say I have seen people have one big song and then go away. But she,
nigga.
I don't think she's gonna go away.
I don't think she's gonna go away either. But that happens all the time. People have that one hit.
I'm gonna
and
tell you what
Young
people
and
promote.
Red.
Yeah.
People have one big song and then they just go and they do shows off of that one song and they don't be
Shine.
thinking about what's next. Like they don't be working hard in the studio
but I
and
think
I think people get big heads too quickly. I think people get one big song, be feeling themselves,
Me
making
too.
all that money real quick, and then not thinking about long term.
But she from the Bronx. I like to think she'll had a Bentley parked outside with the ghetto family. Like, not the family
like
ghetto,
that.
but they in the projects. Her birthday party was like in a project apartment. She didn't
Yeah.
rent out Mr. Childs or like some fabulous place. She
Yeah.
was right there with her family.
She keep it 100.
And Offset got plans for her too. Like, I really think that her, Cardi, and the Migos are the next wave. Honestly, I think like 2018 is going to be about
The
Cardi
Migos
and
been the wave
been
though.
away, right?
But
Yeah, Migos. I've been
Versace,
listening to Migos since before they had the deal and everything. I love the
it's gonna be
Migos.
like a little dynasty thing. I feel like they're gonna make. I feel like Offset. Of course, I think he's gonna push her in there.
I don't think Cardi's gonna go
Back
away
when I still
either.
lived
I
in
like that
Atlanta.
new song she put out.
Back when I still
Fuck
lived
with
in
me
Atlanta
and get some money. I like that song.
Easy sound. She sound good on Freshest song too.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like when she said "fuck them, then Minaj get some money. I said, let's get some money. And she's a Latino woman that's a female rapper. I think that's different. We haven't had that. Like, we've had J-Lo and stuff.
But she wasn't a rapper.
Yeah, and I'm tired of Nicki. Fuck Nicki.
Yeah, J-Lo is different.
I'm a Little Kim fan. I hate Nicki Minaj.
Why do you hate her?
Because she dissed Little Kim and she shitted on her very badly and she never gave her credit. And I'm a huge Little Kim fan and I feel like she's like beef with Remy. I just feel like Nicki is not a girl's woman. I feel like she's not a girl's girl. She's for self. Like, you'll never see a ladies' night with Nicki. You'll never see her working with a female rapper.
Yeah, and every time you see her in a picture, like, oh, I'm here with a bunch of bad bitches. It's just a random group of girls that she picked out in fucking New York that are the wackest bitches in New York.
The day Cardi goes #1, she puts up, rack it up with it's number 8 on Billboard.
It's called
Rake it up. And I'm like, bitch, can you let this girl have her moment? Bitch, can you sit your fucking...
You've had moments for 12 years. Let this
I heard these record labels trying to make another me.
She was ignorant. I've met her when she was dating Meek Mills and she was in Philly and she came to our boutique and she was horrible. Like, she wanted all of our employees to leave the store. Her and Meek came up with a fleet of Range Rovers and they're like, oh, Nicki needs the store cleared. And so it was like 8 shoppers. So we put them out and it's like me, my business partner, and like 4 employees. And we even sent 2 of them out. We like, well, who do they want to leave? Because it's only us left. We're not leaving our store for her.
Right.
And they's like, oh, Nicki don't want to come out until the store is cleared. And I was just like, you know what?
Oh no, but I've worked around Nicki and everything she does is closed set.
Yep.
Every single thing she does.
When we did the I Love Them Strippers video, the 2 video,
closed set.
She kicked everybody out of the club. Like, if you wasn't in the scene or one of the stylists helping with the scene,
that video, Big Sean's video.
Do you think maybe she has a reason for that though?
She's just a bitch.
Yeah, I think she
for the Big Sean video, you know, she had them shorts on and all of that.
It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and we was at it's now V Live Atlanta, but it was y'all know the old Body Tap, whatever it was at the time, and like. We have been at this video shoot since noon, and here it is 6 a.m. and you want everybody that's been here all day to leave?
Yeah.
No, that's
wardrobe stylist and everything.
For the ass video, the Big Sean video, she kicked everybody off set.
You think could be like her team need to kind of be like, listen, you gotta somebody got to be like, you gotta chill.
Yeah, but she don't play. Her should be off. Her should be closed set.
He said there's no team.
Safari was there holding her bag.
Safari
was holding.
I think Meek had a leash on her though. Like when she was in Philly, like they would be at the hood spot. She was submissive with him. I think. Like I saw, she really was. Their relationship was real, I would say.
I think their relationship was real.
She was submissive with him. She's just a bitch.
She was his dream
She's
girl.
an insecure woman.
She's a Sagittarius, man.
She was his dream girl.
It's a hard business, though, for a woman.
I know, yeah. But she, I understand.
I don't know that level of notoriety that she has to know what that feels like.
Right.
But you don't see, like Little Kim embraces people. Remy Ma embraces people. You see Queen Latifah embracing people.
I love me some Queen Latifah.
It's like Eve, like we from
But
Philly.
then you've heard stories about a lot of women in the business, I'm sure.
Yes.
People were complaining about Lauryn Hill. I love Lauryn Hill.
She was crazy. Not hating on the women.
But she's huge to me.
Yeah,
Lauryn Hill's like bigger than life.
She's like my favorite. Anything.
Yeah, she's my favorite.
I think
her and Missy are my favorite rappers, my favorite females.
I
waited an hour and a half.
Everything has to be all white.
Look at Mariah. It's just probably, I think.
And she needs to retire that ass.
Oh, no, see, that's different now. Mariah's different. But Lauryn Hill, I waited an hour and a half to see Lauryn Hill perform, and it was motherfucking worth every minute.
I will wait 3 days for Lauryn Hill.
She was amazing.
She's a queen. Like, Lauryn's a queen.
I'm not saying that that's okay, but I waited, and it was great.
But you waited, and it was perfect.
Like Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, those are like real.
Yes,
they're like the truth. Like they're like organic, real.
Right.
But when you have a Nicki Minaj, she's just an egotistical maniac. I don't trust her.
She do got a lot of ego, but I love Nicki.
Saleem, I know we've been talking and yapping away, and it's time for us to end. But listen, let's plug this book, this movie. When is the movie going to be out so that we can see it?
The movie is coming out in December, and the book, this is the book right here, is Fatally Flawless.
Flawless.
Everybody's watching.
I cannot wait to read this.
Are you a reader, Angela?
I have a book club.
Oh, yes.
Saleem, let's be clear. I have a book club. I was an English major. I done read.
Listen, I want to be Anne Rice. Like, you ever read any of her books? Interview with the Vampire?
Yes.
That's my favorite writer.
Okay.
So when you read this, this is not that hood book shit.
I cannot wait to read it. We're gonna have you come to
it's
the
not
book
like
club.
it's not like a coldest winter ever.
It's deeper. It's deeper than that. This
Gigi,
is.
I'll make sure I get mine.
When you guys read this, I'm gonna say this. It's a literary experience because it's a love story. It's a hood story. I'm talking about the fashion, the trends, the money, the music. But it's just about 3 girls that fell in love.
So this is like
niggas.
Coldest Winter Ever on crack, like the way better version.
It's like 3 girls.
That was a great book, though. I
love that
And
book.
it's 22
Soldier.
chapters. This is for you, Angela.
Thank you.
Because L'Oreal, I'm gonna mail you a book.
It's okay. That's fine.
I'm gonna read. No, I'll let her read mine.
We'll
too.
share.
We'll share it. Because I'm gonna read that shit this weekend. I gotta go to Louisville, Kentucky, and then I gotta go to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, that's too boring. That shit.
And
You
the
don't
book
have a lot of time to read.
And the book is available on Barnes and Nobles. It's available on Target, and it's also available on Amazon. And shout out to my publisher. They're from New York, the TMG firm. They're right here in New York.
Yeah.
And they worked with Hazel E. They did the book.
Hazel E was saying some crazy stuff on
that?
social media.
Hazel E's crazy. I know her for real. Her and EJ was best friends, and they used to live in my friend's apartment. But I knew her before the surgery. She was a nice girl.
She used to live with Melissa Ford too.
And they did Tiara Marie's book, and what's the one from B2K? What's the boy from B2K? Fizz. They published his book, and I worked hard on this for 10 years. The movie's coming out early December, and I would love if you girls would come to Philly. Like, I'll send a car service. If I send y'all car service, will y'all come?
Oh, you know we coming.
For sure.
You don't even need to send us a car service. We'll drive.
But no,
we love a road trip.
But I got the street guys. They gonna pay for it.
We love
Okay.
we
Maybe you should hit me
love
up with one of the street guys.
I was gonna say we love a road trip.
Oh wow, Angela, what page are you on? Read a page before we.
We need to go
I'm
to
like, I'm looking. I just seen some
right?
crazy shit just now.
Just read one page.
Buttercup slides on stage like a slithering snake on all fours, slowing, pumping her round ass to the beat. The men's cheers were deafening. A flood of dollar bills showered her. Buttercup stands to her feet, grabbing a folding chair. She straddles it, flapping her juicy ass in the air.
Damn.
She rides the chair as if it's a man, slowly unzipping her red bodysuit, teasing the horny group with every small gesture. She turns and twists her tiny waist, revealing her full breast while licking her lips. She faces her audience of slaves. They worship her. Buttercup was their private dancer, their ultimate love fantasy. And all her bare flesh, she slowly lets her bodysuit hit the floor. Now totally nude, she faces the men and closes her eyes as if she's having an orgasm as she begins massaging her clit, moving her fingers in and out of her vagina. This drove the men even crazier. They pressed close against the stage.
How did you find that
Gigi?
page?
Right.
How did you find that?
Woo!
Like I'm talking about, she's like at the end of the book. Like, how did you what? You read this already, Angela. You cheated.
Hands pointed at Nafis, who was back on his feet, nose bloody and swollen, and you talking about penetrating her pussy.
Well, damn, I'm sorry. Look, you want to hear my next page? He begins deeply French kissing her, engulfing her mouth in the process. Manny is the first man since Rel's death whom she feels completely connected.
Now we know that who died.
Mentally and sexually. Manny is a skilled lover, not at all lazy, putting the requisite work in like the bedroom represents his 9 to 5. He places Takia's legs over his shoulder, slowly entering her. The pain of his thickness expands her walls and rips through her body. But her fulfillment quickly overtakes. Manny's toned body easily melts into her caramel skin. Their sweat and natural juices intertwine as if made for each other.
Now I'm horny.
He pins her arms tightly over her head as he does laps swimming in her pussy. She oozes with wetness, running down her thighs.
Angela, how did you
wait to
find that?
That's so random.
That was random.
I thought a nigga was in here too.
Where's Aaron?
Hi, Miss D.
Hi, we're going to see you tomorrow morning.
we need you next.
You tomorrow morning. I thought Mano was in here right now.
He left already.
But man, we happy to see you though, Reggie.
Yeah, we need you too. We need you on this couch.
I just came from doing some shit upstairs, so that's nothing.
Perfect. We have to.
Redman, my man.
Dan. Right. We need him on there.
I don't do with y'all beautiful ladies.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
shit, Reggie Noble in the building.
Jersey.
Good night, y'all.
He just busted
That
in.
was crazy.
We was all like, ah!
Redman What's in your interview?
Like that's red man. Like
That was lit. I'll be there.
Red man just interrupted our interview.
Muddy waters.
I had to really think of Zayn, like get into the sex.
I love Zayn.
So I really had to go.
Oh,
there.
I love Zayn.
That
so
writing
much,
is
too.
really great.
Amazing.
It's really
Like, everybody got wet.
It puts
You know how
yeah.
many people listening? How many guys just got hard just now listening to that?
Listening to you read that.
I mean,
right.
Angela Yee reading, like, I mean, you was going in, and that's the end of the book, and that's the sex.
Gigi was grinding on the goddamn
She
chair.
done told us who died and shit.
Oh, look, and you talking about Heather
Fucked
Hunter.
it up.
Heather, let me tell you how exciting this is. Heather Hunter just DM me on Instagram. Because you know she's a photographer now.
I didn't know that.
And she live in Brooklyn, so she want to do a photo shoot. She
you
should
have
do
to
our
get-
lip service photo shoot. Heather Hunter. Wait,
That would be hot.
that's legendary.
Wait, do you have to get naked in the photo shoot?
no,
She wanted you
it's just a photo. She does regular photo shoots.
And she still looks good. too.
Heather
She looks
Hunter,
incredible. I love me
Jenny
some Heather
Jetney.
Hunter.
Did you ever read watch?
I
any
read
of
her book.
Or did you ever watch any of her pornos?
Did I?
Oh, they're so hot. She was hot for that.
Heather Hunter, Janet Jack me, take it in the butt.
Oh my God! Before we go, I just want to ask y'all one question.
Yes.
How do y'all feel? Because it's something I'm really sick of, and I just want to address it. I'm sick of that whole vixen culture. Like, I'm sick of the Kardashians. I'm sick of Black China.
Yeah.
I'm sick of Amber Rose. I'm just sick of these.
So you're not doing the slut walk?
I'm just sick of these whores that don't have any talent. Like Cardi actually has talent, and they would put her in that category. But I'm just sick of like Black China suing Rob Kardashian because they don't want to do the show. Like, bitch,
The
you
ratings
just
were
got
low.
paid. Like, sit down, sit your dumb ass down, China. I'm sick of her, Tokyo Tony. I want all of them to go away. I'm sick of Kylie Jenner. I'm sick of of Kim. I just think
They're all pregnant.
And then
They're all pregnant.
I'm sick of Jocelyn Hernandez. I'm sick of all
She was just on lip service.
I love
I
Josh.
like her, but I'm just sick of. I mean, hoes just winning and just using
Hoes be
hold 'em.
winning.
Hoes be winning, baby.
I just
We gotta
think
bring that
Kardashian
back.
culture. I just want them to go away. I think the Kardashians need to retire. I'm just sick.
But you know what? They just got too many fans. Kylie put out her lip kit, her makeup line, or whatever. People is on it. Like, what can you do?
yeah,
I love the fact though that Rihanna put out her Fenty makeup line,
Yes,
Fenty Beauty,
Rihanna.
and that shit was fucking popping.
Oh, I got some of
love
it.
that.
It's amazing.
I love
I
it.
heard the
too.
highlights.
Is it really good?
Yeah, no.
I had the lip gloss.
Nice.
I had
I'm
the
just
lip
saying,
gloss. I
I
had the
love
black powder.
the fact that Rihanna shit is popping.
and she's loose, but she's like a businesswoman.
Oh, I love
Yeah, but
her.
I just wish Rihanna would put her tits away because all these girls are out rocking in their nipples and they're not
I don't feel
Rihanna.
like she's been on that no more.
But you know what it is?
She started it.
Just came
I mean,
out.
but every time
That
I
was
see her, she
yesterday.
not
She
on
look good
a
in the
hoodie
video,
and
though.
she be chilling.
Yeah, go look at the
I
Wild
haven't
Thoughts
But you know
video,
what? It
bro,
be on
man.
some model shit though too. I feel like
She
with
look good.
Rihanna.
I just wish that girls would
I want
realize,
everybody
hey,
to stop
you
being
don't
naked.
got Rihanna's money or body or tits, so please just wear a bra.
Yeah, so but if she
I'ma
wants
keep
to
wearing my
her
hoodie.
Wear some
titties out in a
pasties.
video, that doesn't mean walk down the street.
I
am
agree.
with your
sick.
fucking titties
No, but
out,
that's
right?
these
I am
girls,
sick of
yo.
all of these quote unquote regular girls walking around
I'm
naked.
tired of guys.
Right,
with
and I
their
think my
titties.
Everybody titties. Everybody
for the
titties.
record-
sheer clothes
Right.
and bras. Like,
And just
I'm
for
sick
the
of girls
record-
wearing bras as shirts. I'm
Yes,
sick
I'm
of girls
sick of it.
wearing
Guess what?
sheer
These
Sick of
ass
it.
clothes and
still
sheer
following
Sick of it.
these
I'm sick of girls
Sick of it.
dressing like strippers.
Sick of it. Sick of it.
Like, put some fucking clothes on.
No, but my thing is, like, listen, I just want to say for the record, my breasts are pretty. I like the color of my nipples. They're nice, but I still don't want to wear them so every publicly person can see them.
No, you look like
And
a
I'm-
better looking Kim Bella. You look like Kim Bella, like how she used to look.
Oh, shout out to Kim Bella Bendita.
She's pretty, but like you look like her
feel
first
bad.
season Love and Hip Hop. Like, y'all look like a-
Silly, we gotta get out of here. You got us all
I know,
fucked up.
I'm done, y'all. But I just want to say,
She's
I
getting
want
us all fucked up.
I'm like,
I want whole culture to
We don't have
retire.
no friends.
Because the best bitch, you know the best bitch that did it to me? I love Drea. I think Drea really retired
Yes,
her hoism.
Drea.
Drea got
She
that
said it
man.
on the Breakfast Club.
But
I
like,
love Drea.
because she's from the city, and you know,
She
we
from
know
Philly.
her.
She from Renton, but
Oh, Reading. Okay.
We know her from Delilah's, and you know Amber Rose is from Delilah's. Like Delilah's,
Delilah's was the first club I ever worked at too.
and that was a legendary strip club. Like all
I
the
heard of it.
major hoes came from Philly.
Y'all tried to get me into some shit.
Shout out
with
to all
Drea.
the major hoes.
But I just like the way she, you know, she worked her hoism into being a respectable
Right.
businesswoman. And I think like the Kardashians, Black China, Amber Rose, I'm sick of them. And I know Amber personally, but it's like, bitch, sit down. China, sit down. And I want to leave it on that. Y'all bitches need to sit
That was
down.
Saleem.
Y'all bitches sit
dead.
The
down.
views represented by Saleem is not
I think
necessarily
Black China.
lip service.
Sit down, China. Sit.
I think Black China